So, on this holy occasion of the Śārdīya Vāsanta Pūrṇimā, which is what it is, of course, in Kali Yuga, who know, must be that for us, Vāsanta-līlā means dancing and chanting in Prema Nāma-saṅkīrtana. You know what is Prema? It is the antithesis of Kāma. Ātmendriya-prīti-vāñchā, Kāma. So Kāma means to satisfy one's own senses, to have the desire to satisfy one's own senses. But Kṛṣṇendriya-prīti-icchā, Icchā means desire also. Dhare Prema Nāma, Kṛṣṇendriya-prīti-icchā. So, what is called Prema is the intense desire to satisfy the sense of Krishna. When Krishna called with his vaṁśī flute at Vaṁśīvaṭa on this very evening, approximately 5,000 years ago, and it's happening continuously, it's going on in the aprakaṭa-līlā also, but we're not able to hear that flute. Maybe it was because Krishna became so enamored by the beauty of Rādhārāṇī that he dropped his flute and didn't even know it. So you're trying to play and blowing into the air, so naturally we can't hear it. But 5,000 years ago, when Krishna played his flute and called all the gopikas to Rasmanda for Rasa-līlā, to fulfill their desires, their intense desire to satisfy his senses, Kṛṣṇendriya-prīti-icchā, dhare Prema Nāma, their intense prema to satisfy Krishna's senses. So, when he called, what happened? Many of them were milking cows. Some of them were feeding their babies, or someone else's babies, because most of them, actually, Rasa-līlā chapter in the Bhagavatam is an amalgamation of more than one Rasa-līlā. So there's a whole discussion about that. How it is in the first Rasa-līlā, there was no question of anyone having any papers. But an unfortunate thing happened for some of the gopis. At least it was unfortunate. Of course, their misfortune, they were able to turn their adversity into an advantage. And then at least the intense feelings of separation caused by being locked in their rooms by their husbands and their superiors drove out all scraps of materialism. Any type of material tendency within their heart was driven out. But we should know that there was a reason why Yogamaya arranged for those girls to get themselves locked into their rooms instead of being able to proceed, dropping their husbands, dropping their children, dropping the milk boiling over on the stove. One time, Prabhupada smelled some milk burning coming up from the kitchen, and he hollered down the stairs from his quarters to where the kitchen was. Who is going to help? Because burning milk is a very irreligious activity. Who is going to help? But the gopis, they didn't care whether they were going to hell or not. Let the milk boil over and burn on the stove. What do we give it to? We're going to satisfy the senses of Krishna. So many of them, because they had their spiritual bodies and they were already fully absorbed in intense prema, up to the platform of Mahabhav. Mahabhav